Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke with Reverend Yutaka Yamada. Today being Sunday, the 22nd of August, or the 15th of July in the 9th year of Chongyalguk. Let's begin, as always, with a bow to our Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Shariat. Kyombe. Aro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English. Thank you.
가족맨세 8. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 준심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대 신앙, 절대 사랑, 절대 복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지산 천국과 천산 천국의 해방권과 속방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 8. Our family, the owner of Chongyalguk, pledges having entered the era of Chongyalguk to achieve the ideal of God and human beings united in love through absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, and to perfect the realm of liberation and complete freedom in the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven by centering on true love. I'd like to ask Reverend Suntek Lim if you could offer the opening prayer, please.
Please join me in prayer. Our most beloved Heavenly Parent, true parents of heaven and humankind, we offer our gratitude on this beautiful morning, doing Hundoke together with Oceania leaders and members, and giving us this time to dwell into our true Father, true Mother's words, and encourage us to go on this path, especially to Father, Mother's words. We could come to know, Heavenly Parents, your heart, and we could come to know what is your ideal and what is your will towards realizing kingdom of heaven on earth. And these words encourage and brighten our life and showing us where we are going. Heavenly Parents, to our true parents, we come to know that you are the God of agony after the fall of Adam and Eve, and have been living, having a history of misery. However, we are living in the time of true parents, a time where you reveal to us how we can change this history. And with our true mother now leading us, we are really grateful that we can open up a new chapter in history. And we are really grateful that we could begin from our life and from our family. To the blessing we receive, we want to be able to share this great blessing with our fellow citizens, fellow brothers and sisters, and we want to help one another. We thank you this morning. Please may you guide our day and our week ahead, especially now second half of 2021, and with True Mother yesterday giving us again the words to the Chombo great works. We feel a great hope that 2021 and 2022, where True Mother really want to bring about reunification of North and South Korea, it will come to fruition, and that we can all unite it to go forward, and that this great endeavor that two parents envision and you envision will come to fruition in 2022. We thank you. I sincerely pray and report this in our name, Suntek and Lika Lim, blessed the family. Aju.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And let's give a warm welcome to Reverend Yataka as he shares with us this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining this morning Fundoke. We are really grateful and really appreciate all our brothers and sisters to see each other and also put our heart and pray together and offer chanson in the beginning of the day and beginning of the week. Today also, let's offer our sincere heart to our heavenly parents and true parents, and let's begin the day. So already we finished the 1 week and we are starting the new beginning. How about the current situation now? We know our COVID cases is getting expanding and serious inside of Australia. Sydney already reached the highest number, more than 830 a day, right? And Victoria is also increasing. And also New Zealand is also even small number. One person became, I heard 20 or 30% already, and continuously the increasing, and also lockdown for whole nation of New Zealand. And also I saw the news, one case is found in Palau also. So Palau is even small nation, but this time this is so really strong. So we have to be really have to pray well in Palau case, and even Afghanistan case. Even there is our family member, blessed family, ambassador for peace are there. So we have to pray for Afghanistan case also. So in the world level, in many things is happening, but really we have to unite together with pray. Trimada also always offer the prayer for those cases. So we put our heart together and go forward. And this week, in Tuesday, August 24, is the True Father's 9th year of Father's Sonfa Accession anniversary. So we will put sincere devotion and to have that day, August 24. So there is a commemoration event on August 24. So if you are available, please also attend together the commemoration event that day, August 24. And yesterday we had also the Chambo Great Works. So even now COVID cases, but because of that, Tree parents, Tree mother gave the permission to do the Chambo Great Works through online. That's why I think because of online, maybe some of you could join. If no online, then what's happened? Maybe the way to join the Great Works is only to go to Korea, or once a year, this Chombo staff will come to your nation and to join together. And also we should have prepared the Chanyan team and also welcome and organize everything. That's why, because of online, this Chombo Great Works and Trimada's blessing also become to reach to the end of the nation and also the world. So yesterday there was also the ancestral liberation, blessing ceremony, and wishing paper. Everything is relating to the spiritual world and heavenly parents. So each single moment, how are we living together with spiritual world? And when we see our heart, always reflect ourselves. So please see your heart and please think about someone. What kind of person you can remind, or whose name or whose face can you imagine now, or can you remind in your heart now the person you miss, the person you hate, or person you like, or any kind of person's face or name maybe appear? If you have something, or if you get some kind of person's image or name or some feeling, there is also some kind of meaning. That's why ask Heavenly Parents, and also ask our spiritual world, and also ancestors. Maybe sometimes you will remember the grandfather, already the person who passed away, or even the person who are living in the physical world. There is some meaning. That's why if you find some person's name inside your heart, please try to pray and try to call that person. Then also people is missing you also and longing for talking with you. So all communication and connect with our spiritual world and Heavenly Parents. So always prepare our heart to with deep prayer and meditation, and let it calm down and communicate. Then we can receive a message, and we can live together with our spiritual world. We can live together with our Heavenly Parents, and we are the one who are also living together between spiritual world and this physical world. So yesterday was great, a blessing of the Chombo great works. So we will always remind again our spiritual world and our ancestor, even also brothers and sisters in the physical world. Everyone is connected spiritually, internally, artistically. So because of COVID, we cannot meet physically, but there is also the way how we can concern and communicate and meet them and talk with them. So let's try to our best. So let's continue to go to the mother's autobiography, Mother of Peace. Yesterday, Mother shared about loving enemy, how to love the enemy. True Father had been tortured by Japanese police, but after liberation, after ending World War II, True Father saved the Japanese police and send him back to Japan safely. And also we saw our Jesus life. Even Jesus loved the enemy, embrace Jewish people, Israelites, and also Roman people with God's love, and ask to God, please forgive them. They don't know what they are doing. So we could see our Jesus life. So those love is not temporary love, temporal love, or not limited love. Those love is eternal love. And true love, attribution of true love is give, sacrifice, and invest and forget. So we have to become the people of true love. Through myself, through my family, we will create the culture of true love to expand to our relative and our city, society, our nation. Then we could fulfill the world of peace. So this is the things which Mother mentioned yesterday. So we will continue the next part. This is a new sub-chapter. Becoming the light of the world through a filial heart for heaven. So this message, Mother is also continuously talking about the hyojong and filial heart for heaven. This is one of the core message of True Mother, and really we have to become the light of the world. So I will read this one. From time to time, I ascend Mount Palwan in Pyeongchang, Gangwon-do. At the foot of that nearly 1,500-meter mountain is the well-known Yeonpyeong Resort, a property that our members have developed. It is one of the locations where the popular Korean drama Winter Sonata was filmed. At the top of the mountain is a rare tree. I named it the Mother and Child Tree. So Mother is sharing and talking about the Yeonpyeon resort. So last time when last time there was a chapter of Mother's autobiography talking about the business. That time also mother mentioned about the Yeonpyeon resort, and this place was became the place for the Winter Olympic in 2018 in Korea. And when you go to this resort, also you could see the beautiful scenery. Winter time, this place become the ski place. And the summertime, you could do golf. You can see the beautiful golf course. So really, this is a beautiful place. And this place became also the place for the drama Winter Sonata. So I'm not sure. Have you been that place, Yeonpyeon Resort? Yes, thank you. This is really beautiful place. Thank you, Mr. Rai. This is really the good place, Yeonpyeon Resort. So if someone didn't visit yet, we can go after COVID. And if go to the top of the mountain, Paluan Mountain, there is also the coffee shop where true parents visited every time, and true parents also drink the coffee that place. So there is one special reserved table. Anyone can sit, but we could see where true parents stay and also drink. And we can also receive some kind of a guidance or explanation that place. So in that mountain, top of the mountain of Paluan, mother is talking about a rare tree. This tree, mother said, the mother and child tree. It is actually two trees of different special species that have grown together and become one. A Chinese crabapple tree that is hundreds of years old is the mother, and a rowan tree that has grown up within it is the child. This mother and child tree has flourished like that. They depend on each other and thrive together. Perhaps when the crabapple tree became old and hollow, a bird dropped a rowan tree seed inside it, and a new tree grew there. So when you see the Yeonpyeon resort and that environment, really there are so much beautiful and surrounded by beautiful nature. And mother is talking about one of the tree. There is the old tree, and inside the old tree, new tree was growing. So this is really special cases. The crabapple tree embraced the nurtured the rowan tree as if it were its child. Over time, the rowan tree's roots grew deep until it could support the crabapple tree as if it was taking care of its mother. In the same space, the two trees each blossom and bear fruit. They are only trees, but they are an example of filial piety. They exhibit what I call hyojong, the beautiful love, care, and deep heart of parent and child. So these both trees support each other. If only old tree, then finally old tree will be going to destroy, could not stand. But because of the new tree come from inside of the old tree, that's why old tree could stand well, and child tree, new tree also could grow up well. So mother found out mother tree and child tree support together. So this is really the beautiful things. So I prepared some small, short Yeonpyeon video. So when we heard about Yeonpyeon, maybe we heard many times about ski and about the business and about Olympic. Maybe some of you watch the video, those activity video, business video, or those kind of skiing video, right? But actually, there is another beautiful specialty in that place. That is the nature. So this August in Korea is the summertime, and there are many beautiful green nature and many beautiful scenery. So this video is kind of the short video sketch, some short moment from the each scenery was gathered together and to edit it together. And we could see now August, this latest video from Yeonpyeong Resort. So now we could not go to Korea because of COVID. And even we cannot go out from the house. Now in the COVID restriction, even from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m., even we could not go out. And even daytime, it's not easy to go out. That's why this video will show the beautiful scenery together with beautiful music. That's why even 4 minutes short time, but really we go there spiritually, or our heart is go there and we feel about the nature of beautiful Yeonpyeong Resort. And there is also the tree which True Mother mentioned about mother tree and child tree together. So we could enjoy this video. So Palwan San, Palwan Mountain, maybe the person who visited that place, you could understand that place is the highest place of that Yeonpyeong Resort area, and coffee shop was there, and we could see several things. That's why I want to show the video. So please enjoy that things. So okay, I will stop this one. Okay, so now we will see watch the video. So Reverend John, please play. Yes, thank you very much. So I will go back to the PowerPoint. So how was video? Is that beautiful?
Very nice.
Yeah, this is really beautiful. So even after COVID, we want to go together. We can organize some Holy Ground tour in Korea as the Oceania family team. And we organize the tour and to go to Korea to visit, of course, our Cheonpyeong and also our Seoul, and also even Yeonpyeong Resort, and even Summer University, Yosu. If we could organize this Korean Holy Ground pilgrimage tour, how much great as the Oceania team. So we could imagine this kind of the really dream. Then all our brothers and sisters visit directly to feel our Korea and feel our happy parents and our true parents. So Yeonpyeong Resort is really beautiful. So please try to go if you have opportunity, and let's recreate this opportunity together. Okay, so I will read the next part. Most Koreans, when they first encounter the term Hyojong, tilt their head in puzzlement. It might seem like a familiar concept, but it is not easy to define. They wonder, does it refer to a feeling in one's heart, or does it refer to actual practice? The Korean word hyo also means to be effective. So some even think that is the meaning. The term hyojong, which I created, includes giving one's whole heart, and so being effective is not entirely wrong. However, the term hyojong that I have been using has a much deeper and wider meaning. Hyo is a term that once was prevalent in the Far East. If we had to translate into English, we might render it filial duty. However, the word duty is not enough. So Mada is mentioning about the word of hyojong. So this is Korean language. There is the Korean Chinese character hyo and jong. In Korean word, in Hangul, there is this word as the hyo, there is word of jong. But this hyojong, this word are created by Chulmada. So Korean people does not know clearly about the word of hyojong. They can guess, they can feel hyojong. They could feel, but without explanation deeply or detail, or if they didn't show this word, maybe they could not catch. So Mada is mentioning about this word hyojong. But if we think the word one by one or deeply, there is also the deep meaning. Hyo and Chong. Hyo is filial piety and Chong is the heart. So this is filial heart. But what is the feeling and meaning of filial heart? So Mada is mentioning if explained in English, so filial duty or this feeling is a little bit different with Hyojong. So Mada is explained that. Hyo means duty motivated by love. Duty that is not compulsory but is happily voluntarily, and that provides one's life its deepest meaning. Of course, that includes sincerely honoring and truly loving your parents. Hyo is a beautiful Korean tradition and also is the foundation of life. It is sad to see that the concept of hyo is slowly disappearing in society. So what is the meaning of hyo? Hyo means duty motivated by love. Duty that is not compulsory but is happily, voluntarily, and that provides one's life its deepest meaning. So those concept itself, before understanding concept or before receiving the explanation, this meaning of feeling of hyo is kind of feeling and motivation and heart. I want to voluntarily love. I want to serve. I want to love. I want to see the parents smile, parents happiest feeling and moment and heart. So filial piety is coming from bottom of our heart to really missing, longing and loving, and really even want to live, want to give my whole life for my father and mother naturally. So filial piety is not some kind of the duty or not responsibility or not for by force. Offering own life. This hyojong or hyo's filial piety and offering their life, children's life to parents is not by duty or responsibility or by force. Happily and motivated naturally and some kind of a initiated by natural heart and honoring heart and true loving parents. So this concept in this heart is the hyo filial piety. So this, when people listen about the concept of hyojong or hyo or filial piety, automatically the feeling is coming. I really miss. I want to really love and meet my parents. I want to stay whole life together with my parents. I want to give happiness. I want to love. I want to attend to my parents. And just imagine the parents, already my heart become the full of happiness and joy. So heart of hyo, heart of filial piety, this is really deep meaning. So if maybe each person have an experience with parents, so if hyojong, maybe centering on this word, we can also pray deeply and find the meaning. Mother is talking and sharing the meaning of hyojong. So even, I'm not sure Korean society, but mother is saying that currently or recently, those concept of hyojong, filial piety, is slowly disappearing in the society. That's why before, people is easy to feel more and attend our parents, wish to stay together with parents, live together with parents, and even I want to offer my life to my parents. This was the natural tradition. Of course, still in Korea and also some nations have, but little by little, this concept is disappearing. That's why mother is again and again emphasize about the meaning of hyojong, filial piety, to attend the parents and attend to parents and attend to our heavenly parents. So today we are talking about the Yeonpyeon and the beautiful scenery and the bit relationship, the mother tree and child tree, and also talking about hyojong. So we had many concepts many times, but how also we can live together with the heart of hyojong. So if you have also experience, you can share about heart of hyojong. So this is really a great concept. So, and last time our Reverend John mentioned about our volunteer, the person really who want to share your experience or testimony, or if you want to share the realizations through God's word, we are preparing the one day of the week in Fundoke time. So once 8 days, our national leader is preparing about the message as the Anshiil. And also one more day, if we can prepare for the day to share your experience, and this is really good support to all our brothers and sisters. Some we are receiving the request, maybe we want to listen another special testimony. That's why we are thinking to prepare this day every Sunday. But we receive just 2 persons volunteer, some kind of the 2 persons initiative we receive. So we are waiting if more person, if you can share your heart is good. So anyway, I'm preparing every day. This is really my grateful and my honor, not my burden. I really appreciate even all the time. I can prepare everything. I'm not sure this is really good. I'm still lacking point. I cannot give a best sharing yet, but I'm happily try to our best, and yeah, I'm really enjoy together with you. So if among you, you also have I'm sure you have many kind of experience, many kind of meeting with God, the moment with God and to parents. That's why if you can share your gratefulness or blessing to another brother and sisters, then they could feel the same love and same blessing and same heart with heavenly parents and to parents. That's why we are sharing in the morning every time, but also you can prepare and you can share your beautiful moment to our brother and sisters. And once again, thank you for joining this morning Fundoke. Let's prepare our heart, offer the sincere devotion, our heavenly parents and true parents, and let's create grateful moment. Thank you very much once again. 감사합니다.
Thank you very much, Reverend Yutaka. Yes, very inspiring as always. When I was listening to you and listening about Hyo-John and this idea of happily volunteering, but duty motivated by love. They're sort of the two terms in a way sound contradictory. To volunteer, but then to duty is sort of like you're compelled. And I was reflecting, have I had those sort of experiences where happily volunteered, but also took it on as if it was my duty, and I couldn't but not do it. And just, I'm sure there's many times people had that sort of experience themselves, but I had just three things quickly came to my mind when I thought about that as example of doing that. Two of them relate with helping and supporting friends, and one was for my parents. For my parents, it was like the house we were living in was very old and broken, and the bathroom was really needed a lot of repair. And at that time, I was a plumber's mate. I was learning to be a plumber, and so I had got some skills. And then I decided, because we needed a new bathroom, and because my mum was suffering in not being able to wash properly, I decided that I'd build a new bathroom, and I decided that I wouldn't stop until it was done. And I was, in my mind, the plan was it'll take about 24 hours, but actually ended up taking 3 days. So I slept in the bathroom, actually ripped out the entire bath, the floor, completely stripped it, and then put it back together. Then after 3 days, finally, we had a decent bathroom. Another experience was with friends. A person, one was a close friend, actually my best friend, and I walked with him, or maybe 10 hours. So and we talked along the way so that he could make an offering of love to his girlfriend, and then walked back again. And he really appreciated that I supported him all the way, because he kept on getting nervous and losing his strength to continue. But we ended up walking and coming back. It was 10 hours. And on reflection, I thought, why didn't we go by public transport? But anyway, we just got in our head we would walk, so we walked. And the other friend was more like someone I met for the first time. They just arrived to Australia, and they wanted to see a bit of Australia. And so he just had a map, and he didn't realize distances. I want to see what this looks like. I want to see what this looks like. And they're actually hundreds of kilometers apart. And so I spent the whole day driving to all these places. And then at the end, he was blown away that I actually did. And he reflected years later that nobody ever did anything like that ever again. You know, they just said, oh, it's too far. But I was taken by this, and I happily volunteered to do it, but I was, you know, so duty bound. It was like, I felt like, even though it wasn't, it was a contradiction, and I knew it was a contradiction, I never felt it. I felt like very satisfied in doing it. I felt very privileged. And then just the one word of thank you from them at the end was enough to make the whole thing worthwhile. So yeah, I'm sure we have experiences like that where we actually practice that concept, but Mother put a term to it now, you know, Shojon. So yeah, okay, that was some of my experiences. So just others can share. Thank you. You can applaud sometimes. Yeah, yes, Mr. Arai, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, good morning, everyone. And so yesterday, just spent a lot of time. We attended great work, and really we prayed offer today. Many of the spiritual ancestors received revelation and also blessing. Then, you know, about filial piety, like in Japan, culture is influenced from Buddhism, Confucianism, and really it's a kind of respect and really pray and offering daily life. If you go to normal, it's a house, there are two altars. One is a Shinto altar. They keep in a higher place. And then normally there is other Buddhist altar, ancestors, you know, miniature altar, and they put ancestors' name, and I think then every day offer food, prayer, incense, and every day kind of chanson. That is a daily life. Then first Christianity came to Japan, 16th century. I think almost Oceania. I had the first one come to Guam, 16th century from Spain, a Catholic. Japan is Francis Xavier. Then that's after Jesus died, 1500 years. 15 years later, come to Japan. Before Australia, maybe 200 years before. Then one of the most difficult questions thank you, missionary received was it's you know, Japanese, you know, people says, if I believe Jesus. I was resurrected. I go to heaven. Is it right? Then missionary says yes. Then what happened to my ancestor? We can go. My answer. How to liberate? Then no answer. Then person who give a question who cried. Why? It's I go to heaven, but what happened to the ancestor? They cry. That is one of the young missionary came to Japan. They could not overcome. Then they could not answer to the question, to the spiritual ancestor. So many of Japanese people respect, but just I can go to heaven, but the ancestor can go. Then that is one of the crucial question. I think still remain, but like yesterday, a lot of ancestor liberation and blessing. Especially, I was talking with my wife and single first generation. I don't know how many, 170 or something attended, and so single person go to spiritual world is a kind of resentment because God created pair system happy life, but without having that kind of blessing go to spiritual world is a difficult one. That's why even the number is small, but they had a single first generations revelation blessing in spiritual world. That is a grace. Good. It's a great. And we done 6 people in a family, single person's blessing, and we gave a special prayer, and mainly my wife was focusing that area. Then I was yesterday really thinking. Also, we done a lot of spiritual ancestors liberation, but also
Froze again. Hopefully he comes back quickly. You get to see his face in a nice shape, a nice expression. Yes.
then maybe too long. Anyway, one of the point is our faith is the most important. It's not visible, like Jesus said to Thomas. And most important, like if we can see, here, there, it's just, but the most important is our deep faith, incredible with faith. That is the most important point. So fear piety, but also our faith. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Rai. Time for a couple more. Yes, Catherine in New Zealand, go ahead.
Good morning. In the very beginning, Reverend Yamada mentioned about if you have a friend's name, then check it out. So a few weeks ago, I had this friend's name. We started work together. We went on holiday together. We went skateboarding, basketball. We did all these things together. Then I went overseas. She got married, and we lost contact with each other. So I thought her name came into my mind. So I thought I'll check it out on the Google it and find out if she's on Facebook or something. I found her on Facebook. She'd passed away in 2013. And then I thought, okay, I'll check on her husband. I saw that he had also passed away. Her brother had also passed away. So they are actually now attending a 100-day workshop together. And then the last week, I used to look after a little boy from, he was 11 months old until he was 4.5. I was his nanny. The parents split up, and then the father really looked after me. He gave me a car, and I really looked after this little boy for quite a time. And then his name came to my mind, and I was thinking, okay, onto Facebook, there was his face, and I scrolled down and I saw that the son had written a note to his father. Father, Dad, we love you very much. I hope you're in a much better place now. And I found that he had also passed into the spirit world. So unfortunately, you have to wait a little bit longer the next time. But, you know, we just got to listen to what goes on and check it out. And the things that we find are quite amazing. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And the last person for today, Steve, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I thought I would just share some experiences that Susie been having this last 4 or 5 days that shares our deep heart for a peace ambassador in Afghanistan right now. Ajmal is a good man. He's a member of the cabinet as a minister, and he is very popular. Also, he was a journalist, so everybody knows his face. And that was fine in the past, but now the Taliban looking for anyone who supported the Americans. He's very tall and a handsome guy, and he's very visible, so he has to hide his identity. And we've been trying to facilitate him getting to the airport. We worked with a contact of mine who works with the Department of Home Affairs and got him an application for a humanitarian visa, which he was able to fill out, but he's been hiding in the basement of his house. And for several days, he had no food and water because he couldn't get out. And we've been praying with him, for him nonstop, Susie and I, and her Vice President, Ashwarya, is an immigration lawyer and has facilitated an opportunity for him to be on the list of Australians for flights out. But he can't get to the airport because there are hundreds of thousands of Afghanis surrounding the airport. And even though he says, I'm Australian, he tries to get through the crowd, they won't let him through because they think it's a first come, first served basis to get on the flights. And I'm talking to him constantly to encourage him and get reports from him. And it's so trepidatious. It's like a day and night. The last time we communicated him with last night about 12:30 a.m. and he said, I'm trying to be in touch with an airport personnel. They want me to come to a certain point at the gate, but I can't get there because the Taliban is everywhere. And I haven't heard from him since, you know, and I've been with him like every 20 minutes I am talking to him whenever he can, but he realizes it's so dangerous, and he's got his mother with him, his wife, and several children, and the last one born is 2 months old, and he's hiding from the Taliban, and every step he takes, he's wary of whether or not he'll be exposed. And so I just sent a picture of he and our leaders at the event in Sydney in July of 19, where he was inaugurated as a peace ambassador. It's such a trepidatious time.
He's also comforting us.
Oh yeah, Susie just was telling me that, reminding me that he's always comforting us, even though he's at risk of exposure and even being killed. You know, he's always saying, dear Steve, thank you. You know, and Ashwarya, I'm in touch with her and you're doing so much, and, you know, be at peace. But we can't sleep. We're just on edge. And Ashmal Hamid is his name. And he's such a precious man. So bright, so talented, so humble, and yet so much in danger. And we're in touch with Umberto and Delucci quite a bit as well, and they're trying to get 40 members out of Bhagwan Airport in Kabul. And he said yesterday many have given up and gone home, and they're in hiding because they know they're being searched out. They got a hold of the records of who the employees were that were supporting the American embassy or members. That if they find anybody with on their phone a Bible or a Western phone number, they'll kill them. So we need to pray for Afghanistan. We've been in touch with Afghani members here, and they've just had a big event in Brisbane recently. So there's a lot of prayers going out, and there's a lot of tears. And we just wanted to touch bases with this, with our community, and ask for prayers for Ajmal Hamid and the safety of his family and many, many good Afghanis. You know, it's the second fastest growing Christian nation in the world until recently. So many Christians are praying for Afghanistan right now. And so I haven't heard from him now for hours, and I'm very, very concerned. So my brothers and sisters, let's really pray for this good man and the many good Afghanis who are seeking freedom and liberation from the Taliban. Yeah? And thank you for listening. God bless.
Thank you, Steve. Can you also put his name in the chat so we can see his name? And then it's time for our prayer. So let's pray for Afghanistan, and I'll just share the screen. Okay. Let's begin.
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't. It keeps correcting it. I can't hear you because of the music. What's that?
Adieu, adieu, adieu. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day and see you tomorrow. Enjoy Sunday service.
See you tomorrow, everyone.
Bye-bye. God bless.
Adieu.
Adieu.